What up? What up? What up? Are we live? We're live. Hey, yo, what is up, everybody? What is going on? It's your girl, Jay. It's Tuesday evening, kind of. But we are live. So welcome to the show, to the live tonight. I appreciate you guys being here and watching whenever you can. I know I'm super early this week, but I got a lot going on. So I see some people are here. Hey, Groovy. Hey, Groovy. Hey, Russell. What is up? What is up? I'm not really expecting a bunch of people because it's early. I wanted to. Now, look, here's the thing. I knew I was going on vacation, but the date just slipped my mind of when I needed to get my stuff together. And I leave tomorrow at 7 a.m., y'all. My flight is at 7 a.m. I have not packed. I have not done anything yet. So this is also good that I'm having this live early, because as I'm watching the game, I will be getting my stuff together. So yes. So this is going to be a quick live, and we're going to be in and out. The plan is we'll have this quick live. I'll bring up some topics. Maybe some people will be talking in the comments. We will, do that. And then around maybe 6:30, 6:45, we will all head over to Sess's live. And Sess is going to be streaming while the Chicago game is going on, like she normally does. So we'll join there. I'm going to give y'all a little break, and then the game starts at 7. Country's in the house. Hey, Country, what is going on? Wants to know where I'm going. I am going, I'm actually going to South Carolina. I'm going to Myrtle Beach. My mom is retiring, or has retired, and it's also her birthday. So we decided, we let her pick where she wanted to go. And my immediate family, they're already there. I'm the only one that's not there. We're just going to go there and hang out at Myrtle Beach. My sister has like a vacation spot that she found or whatever. So we'll be there. So that's where I'm going. I've never been to Myrtle Beach before. I don't even know if I've been to South Carolina before. I don't know, but that's where they wanted to go. That's where I'm going. And then I'll be back in time for next week's live. So yeah, I got to get my stuff together. Nolan says, very excited for the game. I'm also very excited for this game. I'm excited, but I'm also brokenhearted. Hey, Emily, what's going on? Thanks for being here. I'm kind of feeling away because y'all know that Camilla got hurt last game, and she's not going to play. And they actually said she's going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks at the least. She'll be reevaluated, and then she may be able to come back, or it may be extended. I don't know. But I was really, really, really looking forward to Angel and Camilla and me being able to see them play together tonight. And that's not going to happen. And it looks like it's not going to happen when I go see them, when I actually go to the game on June 27th. I don't think she'll be back by then. So I guess that means I'm going to have to get another ticket. Y'all, I'm broke. How are y'all? Everyone's taking money from me, but I'm going to have to get another ticket. Hopefully we know when she's coming back by, the time I go to that game, and I'll get a ticket for later on in the season, because I do want to see them play together. Now, maybe I might not go to Chicago. Maybe I'll go to Vegas the next time or something, or maybe I'll watch them play at Dallas. So I'm not really sure, but I'm very disappointed. When I heard that, I feel like I was bamboozled though, because when she got hurt, of course, we really couldn't see it. We were seeing it through a stream, but Coach Spoon said she's fine. She wanted to play. She's okay. I decided not to have her play. I want to protect her. And so I'm like, oh, okay, that she just fell awkwardly. She was moving her arm. It's not that big of a deal. And then I just didn't, I was watching a practice, and she wasn't practicing. She was just standing there holding her arms. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And then as I'm looking at more videos, I'm realizing she's not even, well, she wasn't at practice. The practice that they had on Monday, she wasn't there because she went to Indianapolis because they had a premiere of her documentary that she's going to be a part of. So I don't know if she wasn't at all the practice, but she wasn't there when they were showing the video. So then that's when the report came out that she's not playing. She's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks with a shoulder injury, and they wouldn't go any more in depth than that. So I'm a little disappointed, but anyway, let's see. Emily says, my side of town, I'm from Columbia. Oh, okay, cool. Never been there. I hope I really like it. Country says, I saw the Sky injury report. Besides Camilla, a number of players are injured. Yeah, they are. Brenna, the other rookie, she hurt her knee. She played in the last game a little bit, but I don't know what happened to her. I saw her on crutches in Angel's birthday video. But their first game, it was a long list of people that was also injured. So that's why I was like, oh, Angel and Camilla are definitely going to start because they ain't even got nobody, they ain't got nobody else to play. But as we saw that Camilla didn't start, Angel did. And I'm not sure. I'm not that familiar with the Chicago players to know who didn't play, but I do know that it was a bunch of players that were also hurt. Probably some of the same players that's on this list now is just added Brenna and Camilla. But it seemed it was just as long. So maybe a couple of people are better now that weren't on there before. Emily says it's nice. You'll love it. Okay. I'll be there for 5 days. So we'll see. We'll see. My sister is a planner, so she has something going on for us almost every day that we'll be there. LaJune. Hey, LaJune. Hey, fams. We're getting charter flights this year. That's right. Look, I told y'all. Did I not tell y'all? I don't know how many episodes ago it was, but I told y'all that they could not have that young lady sitting next to Bob in 4F just hanging out on regular flights. Like they were going to have to do something. And look what happened. Look what happened. They're getting those charter flights that they've been needing and asking for years and years and years. So I'm just happy that, they're getting it. They deserve it. So, I mean, if it took a little bit of, I don't know, whatever, new blood coming in for them to see things the way they needed to be seen, then it is. But I'm telling everybody it's the Angel effect. I get trolled all the time, so I like to troll. So I'm saying it's the Angel effect. Donovan says, all these injuries, man, you think we were talking about UConn. Yes, a lot of injuries. There's a lot of injuries on a lot of teams. They're physical this year. When I was watching the Aces play they were on TV doing their training camp session on Saturday. And I mean, Sid hurt her ankle. I mean, she's fine now, but Sid hurt her ankle. Kamaria had got kneed or elbowed in the groin or something. She went down. KP had twisted her ankle. It was like a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, it's physical. These ladies are ready to play. And these college kids, I mean, especially like Camilla and Cece, they've been playing all the way through. Like that national championship game was like a week and a half away from draft day. So, and then draft day, you got a little bit of time and then you go right into training camp. So you really don't have a lot of time to rest. And I do know most of the ladies that knew they were going into the draft were still going to work out, still playing ball, still doing things to keep themselves in shape. Cameron was on the 3-on-3 basketball team for USA Basketball. So she was already playing basketball. So they haven't really had a rest. So it's been a lot. RC says, Jay, what up, player partner? What up, RC? LaJune says, you called it, J Spot. I told y'all. Bree Wayne says, yeah, Clark is special. What's up, Bree Wayne? Welcome in. RC says, Jay, you better not unsubscribe from me. LMAO, I'm mixing a little NBA content to the channel, but I'm never going to stop with women's hoops either. I mean, I watch NBA as well, not a lot. Like I've been easing myself into it the same way I ease myself back into watching WNBA and starting to watch college. So, I mean, I watch it. I'll check you out. I would never unsubscribe from you, RC. RC also says, Jay, what we talking about tonight, though? We just got a couple of topics. I ain't got a whole lot to talk about because I'm only on here for, like I said, an hour because the game comes on tonight and I got to go pack. And then Sess is having her live as the game is on. So we agreed to meet as a family here, and then everybody head over to Sess's after this live is over. SC Brad said, be careful when y'all visit Myrtle Beach. Ain't no joke. I'm an hour away. What's wrong with Myrtle Beach? My family's already there. What's the problem? Let me know, please. Bree Wayne says, not gonna lie, WNBA kind of a little racist. They waited till Clark asking for charter flights to implement them while the other girls been using commercial LMAO. I don't know if it was Clark asking. It was everybody making a big fuss about her being on a regular plane. I don't know if Cece asked for it at all, but the Corn fans have definitely been going crazy. And she just gets that attention. So ESPN is asking, and different other outlets are saying, like, why is she on a regular plane? Why are any of these players on a regular plane and they're not chartered? So from what I read, they inked a deal with ESPN a while back, and it was something about they had the money to do it, or they would have had the money to do it, but they were worried about the longevity of everything to continue doing it, because once you start, you can't stop doing it. So they were worried about, can they continue doing this? But with this influx of everything happening right now, they're going to renegotiate their media rights and everything, I think, next season or by next season. So, I mean, it looks like the money is rolling in. Obviously, we can see how things are transpiring right now. I think the outlook looks good, and they feel safe enough to go ahead and just spend the money that they have to do these charter flights and not worried about if they have to stop it. I think they know if they do the right thing. Now, they haven't been doing the right thing. We already saw what happened on Friday. Like, they've been missing the mark. But hopefully they've gotten smart and they know how to maximize and utilize what they have coming in with this class and with this new wave of fans and new popularity to the W. They can leverage their money a little bit better, and we'll start to see a lot of things happen, hopefully. Now, June said, yeah, that's why CC was gassed. She had to ask coach to pull her out of the first game. Yep, she did. She did that. And people said it's a little bit faster. It's a little bit, things aren't like college. And I mean, that's just a part of basketball. But a lot of people took offense to that and thought that people were just hating on CC, when these people that were saying this have played for the W and they know how it is. So, I mean, it's going to be a small reality check. I think once people realize, like, again, it's not on her, but once people start watching and seeing that, these vets aren't hating on these new kids, I don't think. They're just, this is welcome to the W. Welcome the same way. Welcome to the NBA. Welcome to the NFL. Like, you're going to get your welcome moment, and you're going to realize that it's maybe not as easy as you thought it was. For those that think it's easy, and it's mainly the fans. I don't think any of the new players think this is easy that they're going into. Bree Wayne says, I think they also fired that reporter that asked Clark that weird question. Girl, yeah, they did. They said they suspended him, but yeah, that was so creepy and gross. I forgot what he said, but it was just the way he was saying it. What was it? Something about when she shows her the heart to her family or something. Can you do that to me or something? It was very weird, and I'm glad he got suspended, because yuck. Nolan says Liberty will have 6 rookies in the lineup tonight, including Marquisha Davis and Jalen Sherrod. I forgot about Jalen. They didn't even mention her. They were mentioning another girl, Jessica, from, I think her name is Jessica, from Mississippi State, that's going to be playing tonight as well. So, I forgot about Jalen. Yeah, I want to see her too. This might be a really good game. I'm really upset that Camilla couldn't play, but I think it's going to be a really good game. Bree Wayne says, anyways, what's your prediction for today's game? My prediction, see, what I'm realizing about pre-game or preseason is really like you're not going to play your top players a lot because they don't want them to get injured, like, you know, we've seen happen. One, but also this is almost like a tryout for these newer players that want to make the team. So they're going to usually play them a little bit more than you're not going to see Stewie out there, I don't think, for a very long time, or Sabrina or Lainey or Vandersloot. You might not see them out there as much. You're going to see a lot of the rookies and a lot of international players that are trying to make the team. So if it's that team against our team, and I say our as in Chicago, I think the matchups can be pretty cool. I think we might have a chance to win. I mean, I'm not saying that if it was regular New York, I don't know if they would get washed, but we just talked about, like, it's so many people that's hurt on Chicago right now. They're not playing, full steam ahead with a full staff of players. Also, they're new. They're still trying to figure each other out. This is only their second real game. So they still have things to work out. So yeah, them against a full powered New York team, I don't know how. I don't think they would win. But depending on how they get played and everything like that, I think they'll be okay. But I'm always just looking at, like, how are the rookies going to do? So I look more at that performance than I'm looking at, like, who's winning or losing, because these games don't really mean anything as far as, like, rankings or anything. They're just tryouts pretty much. So I'm looking to I want Angel to get her double this game. I want to see Marquisha. I want to see what she does. Sherrod, she knows that, now is the time. This is the last preseason game that New York is having. Maybe. I know it's the last Chicago game. But yeah, I think I'm going to go for Chicago to take the win. That's what I'm going. I don't know. We'll see what happens though. Najun says Cece and Camilla has not had a break, been running and promoting brands. Yep. Bree Wayne says, yeah, Cece did a comment about charter flights too. I'm sure I think I saw that at the thing, like saying, yeah, it would be nice if we had one. It's an adjustment because, the college kids fly private most of the time where they're going. So I'm sure she would have wanted that. So yeah, her voice in that, and I'm sure, along with everybody else, is definitely helped that movement. It just happened so fast because they weren't talking about that at first. And then all of a sudden, like, hey, guess what? We're going to go ahead and get those charter flights. It's pretty funny. RC says, I feel like Marquisha Davis is going to make the roster off top, but Jessica Carter is going to have to work harder to make it. Okay. LaJune says, I'm excited to see Q play. I want her to make this New York squad. Me too. M. Moses, hello, welcome in. Hi, J Spot, Facts, Bree Wayne. Donovan says to Bree Wayne, I was just thinking, all of a sudden, get charters, pay increase, and disappointed in salary now. But when women asked years ago, they were deemed crazy or asking too much. Right. I agree with that as well. But as I said, I just, if that's what it takes to get my ladies paid more, those that's been in the game that definitely deserve it, then I'm all for that. I just don't like a person being singled out. But if that helps the whole movement, I'm down for it. RC says, so does Camila Cardoso being out of the lineup force the Sky to put Angel Reese into the starting lineup? Well, she started last game. So I think they're just going to keep that same lineup because I think most of the people that are injured, they weren't part of that starting lineup. I think they started Williams, Marbury. How do you say her name? Marbury. I probably said that wrong. It was Angel. It was Dana Evans. And who am I missing? What's her name? Not Kennedy Carter. What's the other girl's name? Was it Izzy? It was either Kennedy Carter or Izzy. I can't remember. But yeah, Angel started last game. So I'm assuming she's going to start today. I thought that maybe since she started last game, if Camilla was playing, then they probably would have started her this game just to see the switch out. Because the way they played was that Angel started and she was in the game until Camilla came in. Camilla subbed for her, and then Angel went out. And then Camilla stayed in the game for a while until Angel came back in, and then they played together for just a little bit before Camilla got hurt. So I think they're just trying things out. But I think she might start again today. Bree Wayne says they must think we're really dumb not to notice. Facts. RC says, Jay, I'm ecstatic to see Kate Martin and even D Fair make the team. But my thing is there's a good chance they still may have to take their bruises and bumps on the path to find playing time. Yeah, I don't think they're playing like if last year was any indication, like I don't see them really coming into the game. Definitely not getting big minutes. I mean, Becky may switch it up because, injuries and making sure her starters can last, all 40 games and into the playoffs and stuff like that. So, and Angel, I keep mixing them up. Asia, Chelsea. I don't know if they named the final Olympic team, but as it stands right now, Jackie, Kelsey, Asia, and Chelsea are on the USA team, which will possibly that team may be going to the Olympics. So you also got to put that into perspective. So we may actually see them get some extra minutes there because she probably wants to preserve them so they can be ready after the Olympic break. SC Bread says beach and resort and water are nice, like when people spend money, very racist and some crimes. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. When I'm there. Thank you for that. Breen Wayne says to M. Moses, we just move on for real, but see the WNBA and what they're doing. Oh yeah, always got the eyes on them. Miss Peach, hello. Miss Peach says to RC, Angel started last game, I'm sure. So I'm sure it's up to the coach's discretion. Angel is in the center, so hopefully Izzy is ready to play tonight. RC says to me and Bree Wayne, I'm struggling to get real engaged in preseason. That's why I like to go to preseason games in person because preseason games kind of have me half in, half out. I'm super excited for preseason. I've never been excited for preseason. I just wait for the regular games, but also they didn't really show preseason games. So I'm excited because it's Camilla and Angel and Cameron and Rakia because I've watched them play Marquisha and Peely and Edwards, watching them play in college. I'm excited to see them actually get to play. So I've been excited about the preseason. Not really caring about the wins and losses though. I don't really care about that. I just want to see where they are and how they match up against some of these ladies in the W. And Moses says, yes, it's a white is right nonsense. That's definitely nonsense for sure. SC Bread says Myrtle Beach is MAGA territory. Yeah, okay. That's good to know. I live in MAGA territory, so that would feel like home to me, I guess. I'm right dead center in the middle of it. But thank you for that information. I'll make sure we're doing stuff in good areas. RC says, thanks, I didn't see that game. Thanks for the news. Donovan says, I just hope we get a good game with no injuries because these past couple of preseason games have been good. Yeah. That LA game, LA and Seattle game was really good. It almost felt like a real game, like, and even when Angel was saying when they were playing Minnesota, like it's, Nafisha was still playing like that's a real game. And, she's physical. She did, she wasn't letting up and they aren't taking it easy just because it's preseason. So it's pretty dope to see that. Mike says, go Irish. What up, Mike? What up? Welcome in. M. Moses says, I'm surprised Sherrod wasn't drafted. She's a true baller. I'm glad she has a shot at least to make the roster. Me too. We'll see. I mean, I think she'll show out. I think she will. RC says, Jay, what's your opinion on the content creator dude that has the deep obsession with Caitlin Clark? Like he's got a little over 1,000 videos. What? And 998 of them about Caitlin Clark. I mean, scary. Oh, I didn't even know anything about that. I had no idea. Um, that's a little much. That's a little much. I don't really know. What is he talking about? Is he just talking about what she's doing, or is just like creepy that he's like describing every single like event or anything that she has going on? Like is he like really obsessed? I mean, 1,000 is a lot. 1,000 videos is a lot, but uh I have not heard of him. Country says the money wasn't there back then. Yeah, they didn't have the money back then. Like I said in that article that I read, it said that I guess they had the money. They probably had the money within the past year or two, but they did not want to do it because of worrying about if they can keep it up. And they didn't want to take that big chunk of money and use it on that and then not be able to sustain it, is what the article said. Bree Wayne says, but this year preseason games with rookies get me real hyped. Same. Mabry. Yes. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for helping me pronounce words. This is what I love about y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Just let me talk. And when I need help, y'all help me out. So thank you, Mabry. Donovan said, oh, you again. Thank you. I appreciate it. I smile. Hey, I smile. Why do you think they started Reese over Camilla, and did that surprise you? It did surprise me because I was for sure. I mean, because it's Camilla Cardoso. It's Camilla. She's great in the post. She's 6'7". You don't have that right now. I don't know. It just seemed to me that it would be an automatic start for her, especially in the preseason. But I mean, I'm not really sure. I don't know. When I saw Reese was starting, I was surprised because I would think either both of them was coming off the bench or Cardoso would start. Not that I don't think Angel was good. I don't know. It's just you have Camila Cardoso. Like I would think that you would have started her, but I don't know what they went over in practice. I don't know what their thought process was behind it, but it seemed to be to me that they wanted Angel to start and then have Camilla just stay in for majority, because she stayed in a long time. Like Angel went out 4 minutes in the first quarter, and then she didn't come back until it was 5 minutes left of the second quarter, and Camilla has stayed in that whole time. So I don't know what schemes they were working on, but yeah, I was surprised by it. But I was happy to see that Angel got the start, but I was surprised. High Vibrations says, "What up, J Spot in chat? What up, High Vibrations?" Miss Peach says Izzy posted her and Angel on a commercial flight wearing masks, trying to be incognito last week. That was an eye opener. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, I follow the Aces, so I already I know about them having to fly. And I mean, Asia has talked about, which I don't know if this part is going to change too much, but she talked about this. Was it like 2020? It was either 2020 or 2021, but she was saying like how it's like ridiculous that they have to get on these flights. Them coming from Vegas, say if they have to play Connecticut, like that's a big time difference. They get there, they're tired, they have to literally go to baggage claim, wait on their bags, and then you have fans that are there that are trying to get autographs and pictures, and you're already tired, you're already worn out. You're literally having to pick your bags up. You're a professional basketball player, but you're there grabbing your bags and going through the crowds and all that other stuff. And it's just, she was just saying like, she just hopes one day that it changes to where, they can get either the charter flights or, Aces have the means for them to fly private, but the W won't allow that because, if it can't be one doing it and everybody's not doing it. So she was talking about that, just like, it's crazy for them to have to go through some of the stuff that they go through, but they endure it because the love of the game. And they hope that, as long as they keep talking about it, hopefully it'll change one day. And look, 3-4 years later, now they're finally getting their charter flight. So it's crazy to think about that. High Vibration says, "Did you see Angel at the Met Gala? She looked beautiful." I did. I have some pictures. I had a couple of, y'all know I stay with some slides. I had a couple of slides I was going to show. of her on her birthday and some stuff like that. I wanted to get through some of these comments. Miss Peach says wearing mask. And Moses says, I'm glad Camilla's injury isn't catastrophic. She was cooking and clean just fine, but her hurt shoulder on IG Live last night. Oh, she was cooking and cleaning just fine with her hurt shoulder on IG last night. Yeah, I've never had anything dislocated, so I don't really know what that does to your, joint or whatever. I'm sure it just needs time to heal because maybe it did tear a tendon or something like that. That maybe she doesn't have to have surgery, but it's just something you don't want to use too much to where, like, if you're playing basketball, might be too strenuous. I don't know. I've never really had that injury before. But yeah, she looks fine to me. I mean, they do have their media day tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. Chicago has their media day tomorrow. That's when they get into their uniforms and they go all out. I don't know now. I don't know how much going out they're going to do for this media day. I hope it's good. If they just have them set up with some background in that community center where everybody's walking past them, I'm gonna be upset. But hopefully that's not that's not the case. I don't expect them to have pyrotechnics like the Aces or anything like that. But I hope it's nice. And I can't wait to see like official sky pictures with Angel and Camilla in their uniforms, because I know they're going to take a bunch of pictures with them two together. If they're smart, they will. RC says, can someone tell me how Camila Cardoso got hurt? She never got hurt with Dawn. Sky trainers must have her drinking Coke 45 before the tip. For what I know, because right after that, she got a foul. So I think she was going up against somebody. She fouled them. She came down and fell, and she fell on her shoulder. Now, I don't know how she fell on her shoulder because they said she dislocated it. But yeah, she got hurt real quick and ain't been hurt that whole time since she's been at South Carolina. Miss Peach says, I smile Angel and Camilla don't play the same position. They have a vet center, so I'm thinking that's why Camilla didn't start last week. That's also true. I mean, Elizabeth is there as the vet, but I was thinking since it's preseason, they just wanted to try it out just to see, how that would look. I don't know about like real game time if Angel's going to start or if Camilla would have started, like once the season gets started. And Moses says, high vibrations, Angel was stunning. She was. SC Bread said most of Seattle vet didn't play in game with Sky. Yeah. With Sky. Oh, didn't play with Skylar. Yeah, it's not really about the vets. Like they will play just to see how the team is gelling together and like, different subbing out and, different schemes and things like that. But it's more so about the people that's trying to make the team. You want to see how they are in game situations and for them to make their evaluations on who they're going to keep. Bree Wayne says, that's what I was thinking. Camilla hasn't had an injury all 3 years in SC. There's a net in here. Miss Peach says, I believe she fell last game and injured her shoulder. Sam, what's up? Sam says, men be normal about Caitlin Clark challenge. Impossible. What's the Caitlin Clark challenge? I haven't heard that. Country says weirdos on the internet. That's facts. Wayne says, but the WNBA is super physical. So that explains it too. Yeah, I mean, it's way, way more physical than college, which is what they were saying to them. Like it's faster. These women are bigger, stronger, faster, way more physical. So, I mean, it's not the little bumps and bruises you might get in college. Like this is the real deal. So, I mean, that could also have a part in it. But Camilla has played internationally. She's played against some of these players. So I don't think it's that. It's just a freak thing that happened. I wish I could have seen it to like have a better assessment, but I didn't. Moses says, RC, a lot of CC fans are fanatical. High Vibration says, yes, she was sitting at the table with Cardi B. At this point, Cardi needs to pull up to Chicago Sky game. That would be epic. Angel actually said that Cardi said if they had time, if they could make it, her and Offset will be at the game tonight. I don't know if that's going to happen, but she did tell Angel that she's going to try to make it to the game tonight. I do know that guy, Caleb, who got drafted number 1 in NFL, that Angel knows, is supposed to be at the game tonight too. No. Cardi says they're going to be in New York. They're going to New York game versus Scott. They're not coming to Chicago. I forget it. That's what she said. So no, they're not going to be at the game tonight, I don't think. But she did say they will go to the game when Chicago goes to New York, if they can make it. My name is RC. He's hot dogging about and overanalyzing everything Caitlyn has done since forever, and his name is God of. Oh, you know what? Is it just God? I think I've seen that. Like it comes up on my my timeline or whatever on YouTube, but I've not noticed him talking about Cece a lot. I see him, just talking about everybody, but I never click on it because it says God, and I don't know, something about that I don't want to click on whatever he's talking about. I Smile says, gotcha, who is the center? Also, I think people were compared that, so now I get it. I couldn't comprehend that one. But Sam says, also from what I've seen from preseason, it looks like Sky and Fever have had a lot of work ahead of them. Lynx too got to work on chemistry. Yeah, I think a lot of these teams, especially those that got, a bunch of rookies on their team, they're going to have to, figure out the chemistry part. So I think that is going to lend itself to be beneficial for teams like Atlanta, Vegas, New York. Seattle didn't look horrible. But they have that solid foundation where, they already have it together. So them adding new people or adding rookies, they're just going to fit them into puzzle pieces where they need it, but they already have what they have going on. So, when you think about Chicago, who I think they said only 3 people from last year are still on the team this year. So only 3 people out of 12. So you got all these new people, brand new coach. So I think it's going to take a while to get the chemistry together. But Angel, I feel like Angel, man, I've been so proud of her this whole time. Like, she's a trooper. She's doing whatever she needs to do to help her team. And I think she's just going to keep fighting until they get to where they need to be. So it won't be for lack of trying for Chicago. So I'm really rooting for them. RC says, when the Sky and Liberty play at 7. Yep, they play in 45 minutes. Miss Peach says, sounds like that CC content creator is trying to make money off her images. Probably. Moses says, HV Angel said on IG last night that Cardi told her. Oh, yeah, I just said that. Miss Peach says, Izzy is the vet center. I thought it was Elizabeth Williams. She's not? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know nothing about Chicago, so don't give me the line. If you say it, I believe it. Moses says, RC, that dude is a weirdo. I know who he is. Uh-oh. So I'll be sure not to click on his videos. I always see him when I'm looking for who's live. Like if I'm trying to see if Sess is live or RC is live or Quita or whatever, I see him. And I don't follow him, but I see him on my screen as being live. So this bug is going to get on my nerves. So I'll make sure I don't click on him. High Vibration says that would be great exposure for the W. Hope she pulls up. Bree Wayne says, I thought Elizabeth Williams was the vet center and Izzy was the vet power forward. That's what I thought. RC says, I'm a huge Caitlyn fan. I'm always excited to watch her play. However, I expect for her new team to take some weight off her back. CC should not have to do everything. Yeah. I think they were just trying to put her on display. I'm sure they, got the word that that's her first game. People are tuning in. The WNBA made it a free stream. Put that girl on that floor because that's what people want to see. So I think that's what happened. But I think as the season goes on, they're going to, she'll fit into whatever scheme they need her in and it'll balance itself out. Bree Wayne says he hates Dawn with a passion. That's why I never watch his videos. Very weird dude. I bet he's black too. So he doesn't show his face. Bree Wayne says Brenda Maxwell's in crutches. Yeah, she hurt her knee. They didn't say how or what's hurt, like what's wrong with the knee. They just said that she has a hurt knee. High Vibration says, damn, Marcy, you changed your name again. Yes, he did change his name again. Miss Peach says, you are correct. I got the names mixed. Elizabeth is the center. Okay. High Vibration says, yeah, the Sky Press conferences are cringe. Lejeune says, you are unable to raise your arm when dislocated shoulder. My daughter dislocated playing. So even if you pop it in, can you not lift it up then? Because when she fell, like I saw the clip of them picking her up and then she started going like this. So, I mean, maybe it's something else that they just don't want to let us know. Country said, it doesn't matter, Jay. The Sky already has already set the bar. They can only go up from here. That's facts. That's facts. I don't have any main expectations for Chicago. I'm just happy to see my girls on the team. I'll be happy when Camilla comes back, and I just want them to have the best game they can have. That's it. So I would love to see them in the playoffs, but we are way too far ahead for that. I just want this team to gel and for my girls to be able to show their skills as best they can this first season. And it'll be a cherry on top if they, have a winning record and can make it in the playoffs. Moses says, yeah, Brain, he's black. RC says, my next name is going to be Where's Waldo? And RC. I Smile says, how did Elizabeth do? Was she productive? I mean, being that I didn't see the game, I'm not sure. But if people in the comments can answer that, go ahead. But I was just going off the box scores, and I was just looking at Angel and Camilla. I wasn't looking at anybody else's stat line. Mo says Chicago Sky about to get cooked. I mean, we'll see. Like I said, I don't think New York's power players are going to be in the game much. So we'll see what happens. Donovan says, I occasionally seen that guy before I blocked him. I despise his videos and names. Spoiled brats, so are all WNBA teams flying private now? No, they're not flying private. They just get a charter plane. So say it's a Delta flight. So just them are on that Delta flight. It's not a private flight. Like not a private plane that the team owns or whatever. It's Delta or United or whoever it is that they fly. Yeah, that's what I said. Sam says, oh, wow, I didn't know about the Sky. I hope Angel can stay patient with them. I can see her being a true leader on that team. Honestly, y'all, I feel like she's already trying to step into that spot. Like, I think she's kind of a natural born leader in a sense. Like every time I watch the practice videos, like she's clapping for someone or she's, bigging them up. She's high-fiving, she's cheering them on. So that's what a leader does. A leader holds her team accountable, and she allows her team to hold her accountable. So I think, give it time. I think she and Camilla will be the face of the Chicago Sky. I Smile says, I think the Sky will end up like who? RC says, my only thing is he seems to be jumping over the moon for CC, and that's all. That's probably like someone was just saying, I think it's probably because, he wants the views. April is in the house. April says, hey, everyone. SC Brett said, I don't like WNBA release players, but didn't play in preseason games. Yeah, I think maybe it depends on practice as well. I mean, they do play scrimmages in their practices, and maybe it was something that they just didn't see happening in practice that they didn't need to see them play in any games. Spoiled Brat said, I thought they changed the rule, or are they just working on it? What are you talking about? The plane? The plane is that now they're chartered. The plane thing is that they're chartered and they don't fly like general admission flights. Like when they get on the plane, it's just going to be Sky people, or it's just going to be the team people on the plane. I Smile says, I think the Sky will end up like the Aces if they build a team right. They're going younger, which is good. Yeah. That's what I kind of use as an example. Like when KP came in, Asia came in, and then Jackie came in. They weren't winning at first, just with them three. But as they started working together and getting to know each other and playing together a lot, and then Aces started building around them, they became the team that they are now, which is, is unbreakable, like the bond and stuff that they have and the chemistry that they have on the team. So anyone that they add on, it just jumps into that culture automatically. It's not something that they have to teach. And if you're not on that within that chemistry, then you're not on that team. But I have high hopes for Chicago in that regard. I think they add a couple of more pieces surrounding Angel and Camilla and a couple of the vets. And I think if they, play a little bit together within the next year or two, we'll really start to see Chicago, turn around. RC says, Jay, I finally got my Derrica Hamby jersey from the Sparks. I normally don't buy jerseys outside the Aces universe except for CC, but I'm super ecstatic to have her jersey, Hamby Hambone. Yeah, Hamby was balling at the game. I Smile says, are y'all talking about that channel called God or something? Yeah, that's what they were talking about. RC says, I thought I was a huge fan of CC, but when I found him, I was like, damn, bro was nuts like planners. Let me show y'all real quick. I had a couple of slides. I'm gonna get back into the comments because we got a little bit of time before we're gonna get off. So here we go. This is news that had dropped last week, but because I am an LSU fan, I put this in here. Kateri is going to U of H. Angelica Velez is going to Syracuse, which is not surprising. I think she's from New York. I think she'll be a good fit. I don't really watch Syracuse basketball, but I mean, I think it's a good move. I didn't expect Kateri to go to U of H. U of H is here. Well, not here, but it's in my state. But her going to U of H, Kent going to Texas A&M. That's going to be interesting to see. But my cousin works for U of H, so I might have to go and get him to give me a couple of tickets and go check out Kateri play for U of H. I think it'll be dope. These next pictures are pictures of Angel because, again, this is an Angel Reese Stan account. Like I like her more and more every time I see her. She's just doing what people just don't expect her to do or maybe upset that she's doing. She's proven that you can do, multiple things. I saw an article actually as I was like Googling, looking for stuff. It was real negative. And I think this is prior to them realizing what she actually did yesterday. But it was a reporter from, I don't know what news thing it was, what it was a sports publication that said Angel didn't show up to practice. She decided to go to the Met Gala. They wanted to ask Coach Spoon why she allowed that or whatever. And Coach Spoon pretty much said, because Camilla, like I said, Camilla and Angel were both not at the end of practice. I don't know if Camilla made whole practice or not, or any part of the practice, but Camilla went to Indianapolis for her premiere and Angel was going to the Met Gala. But the reporter was like, why would you allow that? And Coach Spoon says, look, they had obligations. They had things going on. I'm never going to stop them from, not never going to stop them, but she said something like, they got permission early. We already knew about it. It wasn't a surprise. I'm not going to stop them from, things like that. If Camilla has a premiere for her documentary, that's important for women's basketball. I want her to be there. If Angel, told me ahead of time, this is what she's doing and is not going to interfere. If she's just leaving practice a little bit early, she can go do that. She'll be back in time for the game. It's not a big deal. So the article was like, well, we'll see how Angel performs on Tuesday when she has a game, since she was at the Met Gala. But I'm like, did you not? I'm sure this was written before, but Angel actually went to practice. She went to practice. She left early. She got on a private jet. She got on the PJ. She went to New York. She went to the Met Gala, and about 10:30 at night, she got back on the PJ and went back home, and she was back, ready for the team this morning or today or whatever. So nothing really was missed. She's been in practice. Nothing was missed. She even said when she got interviewed today that she was so happy that her coaching staff allowed her to go and let her do that, and they let her leave early to do it. But she had to go to practice. She wasn't going to miss practice because her commitment is with this team, and basketball is getting her where she is. And so there's no way she's going to just totally neglect basketball to do anything like the Met Gala. But she did practice, and she was still able to go to the Met Gala and fulfill her dream. And now she's back. She's practicing. She's ready for the game. So whoever that publication was that was being a hater, they can calm down. But here's Angel. Angel dropped these pictures first. Now Angel said that these were not her. She dropped them on her birthday, but she didn't take these for her birthday. She said she just had taken them and she had them in the archive and she decided to drop them. So I was already like, okay, girl, here we go. The dress. Do y'all see the dress is pictures of her? If y'all can see that, I don't know if I need to make it bigger. The dress is all pictures of her, which is dope. Custom made dress, right? Back, I love the back. She loves her a plunging neckline. And then this one is full moment here with the train in the back. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous, right? And then these are her Met Gala pictures. So I think she looked great. I mean, I don't think she ever not looks great, but for me, I don't like the bottom part of the dress. I don't like the sheer thing on the bottom. But I'm not a fashion girly. I'm a t-shirt and jeans girly. So I mean, I don't have, any say in that. For me, my preference is I don't like that. I like the tutu and up. I like from like the middle up. I really love that. I just don't like the part on the bottom, but I mean, she still rocked it. She still looked good. I was so proud of her, y'all. I was so proud of her when she walked that red carpet. When she came out of the hotel and everybody started saying, Angel, 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 over here. Angel, turn around. Angel, right here. Look, it was just like, I was like a proud auntie. I was just looking at her like, look at my niece. Look at my little niece. It reminds me of when my niece is 18 now, but when my niece was like 5 or 4 or whatever, I went to like a soccer game and just watching her like kick the ball in the wrong direction. I don't know. I was just so like proud to see her out there doing her thing. And so it's kind of the same feeling seeing Angel, because the girl, she gets a lot of negativity and she still thrives. She still does her thing and she doesn't say anything. She doesn't show too much that people are getting to her. She just puts her head down and she works. She works hard in her games. She works hard in her practice and she works hard on her business, which is, why she's doing the things she's doing now. So, I mean, shout out to her. Only 22 years old. Fostering these relationships with these businesses. People were upset with her getting these NIL deals, saying that she doesn't deserve it. And she's able to work with these companies so much that they're still willing and wanting to work with her outside of the NIL. So they turn into endorsements. And, she just released a Beats campaign with her, Sha'Carri, and Naomi, who plays tennis, Osaka, which was dope. She still has some stuff going on with Reebok. She's going to drop a shoe. I don't know when, but a shoe and a clothing line. So she has a lot of good things going on for her. And I'm just proud, and I'm always going to root for her because I love to see her thrive in spite of everything that, is going on or everything people say about her. And then this real quick. This is her video. This is what Chicago does. Uh-oh. And then they sang happy birthday to her. But That's Chicago's thing, I guess. I'm not mad at it no more. It is what it is. Get you your favorite snacks, put it in the box, hold it up, and let people hit you as you're running down the line. I don't know. That's their thing. So they can have it. Looked like it was some hot Cheetos or something in there. So Camilla likes Takis and Angel likes Angel likes hot Cheetos. All right. I'll get back to the to the comments. High Vibration says they are still working on that. Some owners have to have the money to fly private, others don't. Yeah. Mark Davis in Vegas says he's ready. He wants he wants to take care of the Aces in ways that I don't think the W can even imagine. He really is behind that team, and that's why they have some of the most state of the art things there in their facility. But the W won't let him do as much as he wants to do. So hopefully in the future, a lot of these teams will work on that, and everyone can feel it. Every team deserves a place of their own, a facility of their own locker room. They deserve to be pampered and taken care of, just like, as NECA says, they are elite athletes and they deserve to be treated as such. RC says, Jay, he had a live stream where he was playing 2K for 5 hours in the early morning with the creative version of Caitlyn. 5 hours. LeJune says Camilla seems down on her IG lives now that she can't play. I mean, I would imagine that. Like, it's been a lot of buildup and you want to be available to your team and you want to be able to play. But I just want her to concentrate on rehabbing, concentrate on gelling with the team. So when it's time for her to be ready, she's ready. High Vibration says, was Camilla on live this much when she was at SC? I was following her and I never saw her go live. I was like looking for her like posts and stuff just to see if she did TikToks and stuff like that. She didn't do that much, but no, she's been on live a lot. I don't know if it's the influence of Adele or whatever, but I've never seen her on live so much. But I mean, I could be wrong. I Smile says, I don't listen to him. I just keep scrolling. Sam says, I think the charter flights is a good compromise. Not gonna lie, private jets are really tough on the environment. Okay. Long as they can get, I mean, they probably all don't need to fly private. I think they're happy getting the charter flights, especially with what they've had to deal with. RC says, I blocked one of my very own Iowa fans because they kept saying Kate Martin better start for the Aces and F those Bs. I'm just not about to hear and read all this negative ass bullshit. Yeah, y'all, I got attacked. By the Children of the Corn. And I don't even think they're Iowa fans, but they thought I said something about Caitlyn that I did not say. And I had to cut the comments off because they were coming at me left and right. And I'm like, look, I'm not addressing everybody. I said what I said. If you can't comprehend, that's up to you. But I had to stop. And then they started going to my IG page and a couple of them on Twitter. I was like, oh man, okay. So if they might jump in here. So if y'all see some people trolling in here, they might be there. But yeah, man, they out here crazy. Spoiled Brat said, oh, that's better than nothing. RC says, we up 2 games to, oh, yes. What y'all talking about? I Smile says, Camilla is at the game. Praise Jesus. She's signing autographs. Where y'all watching that at? Is it online? She should be at the game. Just because she's hurt, that don't mean she can't be at the game. She needs to be there cheering on her folks. Donovan says, a lot of these new W fans and people have really been rude and aggressive towards the vets and teams online when it comes to new players like CC, Kate, Nika, etc. Yep. Spoiled Brat says, Camilla said, give her 2 weeks. Camilla better make sure she's good because it's not going to get any easier. I think she needs to take, I want her to play, but she needs to take the time she needs to take to get better so we can have a really good run the rest of this season. What do y'all think about the All-Star game? I think Angel, I know CC for sure is going to make it. I think Angel is also going to make it if it's a voting thing, which I think it is. If the fans get the vote, I definitely think Angel will make it. And I want people to vote for Camilla too. I think a lot of the rookies might make it. Now that I think about it, they have pretty big fan bases. Sam says, RC, I was really talking to my Uber driver about the game. Everybody lit right now. Moses says, I Smile, I don't blame you. RC says, Yeah, she was. Jay snapped 17 points, 17 minutes, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. Who we talking about? Cece? And Moses says good for Kateri. She'll get a good amount of playing time. SC Bread said the person y'all are talking about, his channel used to be CFWB SSN Stuntman account. I don't know who that is. Sam says I always got to root for Poole. I don't care. Spoiled Brad says is Houston even good? They weren't an attorney. Houston was good. They had to play. I think they had to play. They made it to the whatever conference they're in. I know they had to play A&M. They lost, but I mean, as far as I know, what my cousin says is up and down because he's at all the games all the time. But he wants them to be able to play like bigger schools because he feels like they don't play a lot of big schools, and so they don't really get like challenged the way they need to get. Like he wants them to get better, and they can't get better by playing like smaller schools. So I'm not really sure outside of that. Spoiled Brat said, "Are they Big 12?" Spoiled Brat says, "Angel was at practice. They didn't do press." Monday they did do press. But so what happened is with that article, there was somebody else that tweeted that same thing saying Angel didn't show up for practice. She wanted to go to the Met Gala, and somebody pointed out that she was at practice because we see the video of her running with her bucket and whatever. And then later on, she puts out a video that says she was at practice. But anyway, the reporter says, "Oh, well, my bad. We're only allowed to be at a certain part of the practice, which is near the end. So she wasn't there. So we assume she didn't show up for practice," is what they said. So they were just loud and wrong. LeJune says, "I'm in Houston. Let me know if you come to U of H and watch Kateri." Oh, yeah, I will. I forget you're in Houston. I don't come to Houston super often like I used to a lot, but yeah. We'll figure that out. Donovan says, yeah, they are Big 12, but they're not a good team. They got blown out by my team, 90-48. Who's your team? LeJune says Angel was actually at entire practice and left right after practice on a private plane. I think she said she left early. She did leave early, but she got permission. She didn't finish the whole practice, but she was there for most of it. Reporter just hating. Yep. Spoiled Brat says Angel didn't pick out her dress. She was styled. So yeah, I don't care who styled it. I still don't really, I don't like it. But I mean, I don't like all of it, but I didn't like a lot of the stuff that I saw at the Met Gala. I never understand the theme. I never understand what they're going for. I just look at what's pretty to me and keep it moving. RC says, shake my head. I feel like sometimes I'm not supposed to be a Caitlyn fan because I'm African American. Jay, do I have to be an Angel Reese diehard fan as a black male? Do I support her? Yes, but I feel bad sometimes. Don't feel bad about who you support. You can support whoever you want to. It's not a color doesn't have to be associated with that. And that's the issue that people are having now. You support whoever you want to support. High Vibration says Angel is a whole celebrity out here. She is. Sam says, as someone who sews, I'd say the dress would have been better if they kept the feathery skirt part throughout the whole dress and maybe do a sheer lace as part of the cute off the shoulder. Look, yes, Sam. I see that vision and I love it. I like that. I would have liked that. Spoiled Brad said, did you see her on Cardi B's story? I did see that. That was very cute. High Vibration says her WNBA contract is just pocket change at this point. I mean, it really is. She doesn't even have to use that money. She can just stack it up. Spoiled Brat says Fever did the same thing for Leilani, so I think it's a W thing. Country says Angel is a trailblazer for athletes to look to build a brand. She is self-made. That part. SC Bread says, who is the Sky starting lineup during the season? We don't know yet. They haven't announced what the real starting lineup's going to be. High Vibration says the Aces owners going to have the Aces PJ fully customized. He don't play about his team. He's definitely spoiled the girls. Yeah, he loves them. LeJune says, J Spot, I know you follow music. Do you think Drake and Kendrick beef is getting dangerous? I don't think it's getting dangerous. I did hear that somebody was a drive-by shooting by his house, but Kendrick doesn't have anything to do with that. They said it has something to do with the weekend. I don't know. But I tapped out of that after I didn't listen to the song that Drake dropped. I tapped out. I'm over it, to be honest. Country says Angel could become a consultant to young athletes if she chooses to. Another business she could add. Facts. RC says, you know why they're probably so rude. They have a I want who I want to see right now, straight out of college attitude. Yeah. Well, they're new and they don't know anything about the W. They don't really watch basketball, so they don't really know what's going on. All they know is that she's popular. I really feel like they're riding her wave. She's popular. That's who I want to see. We don't care about anybody else. That's it. Not the children of the corn. Girl, yeah. I had to run away from the children of the corn. RC says, Jay, Sam, and I are both fans of Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh, okay. Moses says, I've argued with those type of Iowa fans, anti-Don, anti-LSU for 2 seasons. I am not arguing with anybody else about anything else. I'm saying what I'm saying, and that's it. Country says she said what she said, that part. Donovan says, you're right, but it's the negativity on every post. I avoid the comment sections at this point. Yeah, it's hard to, I really try to like not engage. I was doing so well, but then sometimes I just, I can't help myself. Country says Children of the Corn, good one. SC Bread says Houston also has Maryland transfer portal, Gia Cook. Okay. Spoiled Brat says, when does Camilla and CC documentary come out? They said it's a 4-part doc and it's going to be played May 11th and May 12th. So I guess parts 1 and 2 is May 11th and parts 3 and 4 is May 12th. So May 11th, May 12th, which isn't that this weekend? Because the Aces play May 11th. So yeah, that's this weekend. May 11th, May 12th. Put that on our calendar, y'all. Country says, yes, Houston is Big 12. They are not good. Maybe on a level UNC Charlotte. Donovan says, I'm trying to read these comments, y'all, because we're about to get off of here pretty soon in like 3 minutes. Donovan says, Jay, one of my teams is Washington State, and Houston could not keep up with them. Okay. Bree Wayne says, can't believe KB still on the Aces team. I mean, she averaged 3 points a game in 2 years. Yeah, it was a lot of talk in the on Twitter about KB yesterday. Oh man. It was a lot of talk about her and why she's still on that team. So people agree with you. RC says, Jay, you and your show absolutely rock always, from the women's basketball fan with the name that's a revolving door. Thank you so much. I just love talking about it, and I appreciate y'all for hanging with me and talking to me. Donovan says, I chalk that up to Becky, only play about 6.5 player rotations, and KB was not a part of it. Spoiled Brat says, LSU used to have a doc too. They were doing interviews. Supposed to have a doc too. Okay. I know Dawn Staley is also in the works of having a doc about her. And I want to say, I heard somebody else was going to have a documentary too. I can't remember. But this documentary with the girls, they said it starts at the beginning of last season. It goes all the way through to the national championship. So this is my only thought on this before I head out, which now it doesn't really matter. But what if, because y'all know Angel and Camilla was going at it during this season. What if like there's some talk about Angel in a negative way in this documentary that's going to be shown to everybody? Now, in the big scheme of things, I'm sure when you're competitive, you're talking about everybody on the opposite team. It don't matter. It just so happens now they're teammates. So I don't know. That's the only thing I've been thinking about. I was like, I'm hoping like nothing crazy is going to be said, because people are going to take that and run away with it. Now it's going to be friction on the team, within the team. But I hope that doesn't happen. RC says, now that Caitlin Clark is out of college, I'm no more Iowa fan. Kiki Rice, Hannah Stokey. Okay. Who is KB? Kristen Bell from the Aces. RC says, no more comments for the night. Jay is done. Bree Wayne says, example, Malaysia Fawali comes off the bench as C and scores more than starters to college. Ty Harris comes off the bench too and makes a big impact. Yeah, you can be on the bench and make a big impact. And eventually I think your coach is going to start giving you more minutes, whether you're coming off the bench or not. Yep. Kirsten Bell. Bree Wayne says, no more comments. No more comments. All right. It is 6:47. I'm 2 minutes late. Y'all go over to Sess's page. Go Enjoy this game. I'll be in the comments as I'm watching the game and packing. I will see y'all next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, Sess and I will be live. I'm not going to have Tuesday Night Live. We're going to be broadcasting live, watching the Aces game. Aces have their first game on the 14th, which is Tuesday. Please come through. We are going to be live streaming while that game is on. So I will see y'all next Tuesday. Y'all have a great Tuesday. Go Sky, go Angel, and I'll talk to y'all later. All right. Peace out, y'all.